Hey, what's up, everyone? Sly, and it's a wrap on the season, baby. That's all she wrote. And yeah, I knew it right after that Seahawks game. I said that we're not going nowhere. But dang, you know what? I was really hoping for, man, in this game. I was really hoping that we would have our young guys play. Like I was hoping they would start because there's no point in playing these guys. But no, we play our starters, and it just doesn't make sense to me how Jacob Cowling's not getting any chances. Why don't we put up? It's so funny. We go out there, Jake Brendel starts, and I was like, before the game, I was like, dude, we gotta call up Drake Nugent, see what we got out of him, to see if we need to draft a center or whatnot. Well, obviously we need to draft a center, but maybe he's in the building. Maybe Drake Nugent is that guy. And Jake Brendel starts, and last drive we're driving down the field, and freaking Jake Brendel can't pick up a stunt to save his damn life, and freaking just Brock Purdy gets whacked. Freaking Mike Tyson punched, it looks like, and throws the interception. Game over. Just a joke, man. Absolute. That's pretty much our season right there, man. Jake Brendel penalties. Can't block nobody. McKivitz. I don't care what PFF says. He's trash. Aaron Banks. I hope he's doing all right. He got hurt, but dude, he's been horrible all season, man. This is one of the worst offensive lines out there. And Brock Purdy, he struggled. He struggled with the horrible offensive line. Number 32 in wide receiver separation. So I think it is going to cost them. It's going to cost them millions of dollars, man, out there. But I'm still rocking with Brock Purdy. I don't care. I saw what I saw of him the first 2 seasons. I'm going to continue to rock with him. I know people are pissed off, going to be mad at me, say, screw you, Sly. That's fine, man. That's absolutely fine. Brock Purdy just didn't have a great year, man. And a lot of it, I believe, has to do with that shitty ass offensive line. Said that before the season started. We have to do something. No, we keep every single dude on the offensive line. Trent Williams is overweight. He's fat coming into football camp. Like a week before the season starts? Been always out of shape, and then he's not there. He's a year older, and that's what do you think? He's hurt, like always, man. Aaron Banks taking a huge step back, man. Just he was a revolving door all year long. Just absolute trash. Jake Brendel, the worst center in the NFL. The only bright spot is Pooney. Only bright spot out there is Pooney. So it does not make sense that you're going to go out there and draft a first round pick on a wide receiver. If you're going to do that, draft the best one available. McConkey out of the Chargers, Georgia. I made 3 videos on this guy. I'm like, I don't think we should draft a receiver, but if there is, it's got to be this guy. No, man. We go out there and get a guy, Ricky Pearsall. I mean, give him a chance, man. But dude, 2 huge ass penalties. You can't line up. You're not lining up on the damn line of scrimmage, bro. What are you doing? 2 times. We would have had at least 24 points right there. Debo got the 1 yard line, but huge ass penalties by freaking your guy, the dude, Pearsall, man. So I mean, absolutely, it's a train wreck of a season. The good news is, guys, that we are gonna. It looks like we're on our way to a top 10 pick next week we got the Lions, probably gonna lose that game, and then after that, look at who we got, the Cardinals, who they're okay, man. They're like kind of like us, so that game's gonna be a 50-50 game in Arizona. So man, it was just a rough season, man. Absolutely rough season. I don't know what's gonna happen with the contract negotiations from Brock Purdy, but who knows? Maybe it could be a blessing in disguise because we weren't going anywhere with this defense, with this offensive line, with this group of receivers. Wasn't going to happen, man. Just wasn't going to happen at all. So we're going to have to regroup this offseason, and hopefully Kyle Shanahan doesn't make the pick, in that first round pick, because it looks like it's going to be a top 10 pick. Don't let Kyle Shanahan make the pick, man, because we know what's going to happen there. So, man, just so much to talk about. I mean, Deebo Samuel finally had a great game, but before the game started, we knew the season was over. Like, we needed that last week. Like, we needed that performance from Deebo Samuel last week when he was dropping balls out there. And then one thing I guess gotta say, man, I was reading the tweets, watching the game, reading tweets. David Lombardi, like, I told you guys Deebo isn't washed, that he's great, and that. Bitch, it's one fucking game, man. We needed that shit all season long. And you're out here gloating. Like, bro, what are you talking about? He sucked all season long. One good game against the Dolphins, and give him that, man. He played a good game. But, dude, we needed that all season long. I had to explain to Flo, my co-host, one time, when someone had a good game or a good shot. He made a shot in basketball, and he looked at me like, yeah. I'm like, bro, He's 2 for 10. He's trash. You got to have consistent games over and over and over again. And Debo didn't have that, man. Debo has not had that all season long. So, man, it sucks, man, that knowing all these other teams are going into the playoffs and we're out there going to be on the bench just watching, And, just this offseason, just the talent that we picked up, Devondre Campbell, I hated that pickup. Jordan Elliott, really hated that pickup after what Browns fans were saying about him. Another dumbass penalty from him. Finally makes a play on defense and then gets a stupid-ass penalty. Dude, he's been trash all season. And it sucks that Kyle Shanahan 2 weeks ago was saying, he's our best run defender. No, he's not, dude. He fucking sucks against the run. He sucked in Cleveland. And all of a sudden, he's a great run defender. No, dude. You don't know the player personnel, man. Don't know the player personnel. And one more thing, man. I'm starting to go off. I shouldn't go out. We're out of the playoffs. But why the hell is Flanagan Fowles playing? We know what kind of player he is. He sucks. Why isn't our 7th round pick playing? Why isn't Taylor Bethune playing linebacker instead of Flanagan Fowles? Why can't we see these young guys playing, man? Like, why can't we see any of these young dudes playing? The season's over. Let's see what we got out of anyone, man. It's kind of like Star Wars, man. It's like that movie, The Last Hope or something. We're looking for some kind of hope in the offseason. All we saw were the veterans out there. That's all we saw, man. I know what's his name went in the game. Brock Purdy's boy, Nick Sakau, just because everyone else got hurt in the offensive line. And he looked okay to me. But seeing Spencer Burford play left tackle, man. I know there's a few guys that were saying, we need to see Spencer Burford. I know John Chapman was saying, we need to see him at guard or something tackled. No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not need to see Spencer Burford on the field at all, at any time, anywhere, especially in the damn Super Bowl. You do not need to see that dude play. Because Spencer Burford is trash, man. Watching him just a revolving door too. Every damn play it seemed like Brock Purdy running for his life. And that's going to happen, man. If you have a shitty offense line, you're going to look like shit. And Brock Purdy just, it wasn't bad, but damn, man. Damn, man. It's just hard, dude. We've seen this year in, year out. Guys, Jeff Garcia's last year with the Niners, one of the worst offensive lines. He sucked. It happens, man. It happens, but I'm not giving up on Brock. But I'm giving up on a lot of these offensive linemen, man. Burford, he could go. Brendel, he better go. Aaron Banks, man, I wish you well. Hope you recover from that injury, whatever it was, but definitely he needs to go. McKivitz needs to go. I mean, you're talking about 1st round draft pick offensive line, 2nd round offensive line, 3rd round defensive line, 4th round defense, 5th round off. It's just offense and defensive line. That's what we need to address. Not getting cute, drafting receivers. I bet you anything, Kyle's right now looking at that guy, that running back from Boise State. I can't think of his name right now. He should have won the Heisman. But Jancy, I believe. He's probably looking at him like, we need to pick him for our first pick. No, bro, please, dude, don't pick him. We need offensive line, dude. If the guy from Texas is out there, Banks, get his ass. One of my favorites, Will Campbell, LSU. I think he could do it, man. I know he has 32.5-inch arms. We'll talk about that later, but we need to get offensive line because right now it's not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. And Brock Purdy, poor guy, he's probably going to get around $40-50 million because of it, man. I know people are laughing right now. He's like, no way you pay this dude. Obviously, you don't pay him $60 million, but he deserves something. He deserves something good. But yeah, man, what a way for the season to end, man. And disappointing, man. All right, guys, that's what I got. Let me know what you guys think on the 49ers disastrous season. Rough. All right, guys.